Well, good afternoon, everyone. So today we're here on unfortunate circumstances. We're at our neighbors, Johnny and Kaylee's, and you can see Pinnacle Mountain behind us. And here's the river where the neighbors' homes washed away last week. And we got a call today. Johnny's working out of town, and they asked us if we could move this portable building for us so it does not wash in the river. So just helping out neighbors today.
This was not the video that we had planned, but it is a video to show that helping neighbors in Alaska is a necessity.
So we just hooked up the tractor to drill a couple holes. I don't know if this is going to work or not. There's not much to hook onto on this building. So we got it hooked up and we're going to see if we can move it, and maybe Joe can catch it on film.
Okay, well you can see that we've got our Kubota tractor hooked up to the little cabin, which as you can see, there's not that much room between the bank and the steps. Well, it looks like there'll be a little bit of repair on the porch, but at least it's saved. Well, at least the Kubota can still do its job. This is a cute little cabin, just a one room. It looks like it's riding on the skids right now, so there shouldn't be any more damage to the structure. But yeah, that worked out pretty nice. A little bit of repair right there on the porch. Okay, well, we got the building moved. This is Kaylee, who gave us a call, or her husband gave us a call. He's up on the slope right now, which for an Alaskan, that'd be Prudhoe Bay. working for another week.
Yep.
Is that-
Yep.
So, of course, when you're in distress, you call a neighbor and they come running. Um, and so we actually got it moved.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a damage. How long have you been here?
Almost a year. A year in August.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And how much land did you lose in the past, say, week?
In the past week, oh man, I would say probably 40 feet along the whole stretch.
Because
Yeah.
the water is wicked.
Yeah, it is.
And she's aware that her neighbor that we helped last week, they did lose 2 structures in the river just within the past couple of days that there was no way of saving.
Yeah.
And this little building here, at least we were able to save it. And if we need to move it further, we can certainly come back and move it a little bit more.
Yeah, I
Yep.
really appreciate it.
So the summertime we have a lot of glacier melt. So that's where the river's raising up as it gets warmer weather and rain. The glacier's melting. This is all from the Matanuska Glacier, 30 miles upriver. So when it warms up in the sunshine these long days, it melts, and that's what raises the river in the summertime. And in the spring and the fall, it'll actually go down as the weather cools. So it's unfortunate, and the river moves back and forth here, sometimes nearly a mile wide. It might be 20 years, and it might be 2 weeks. It'll move back and forth. So very unfortunate circumstance today, but glad to help out, and stay with us.
All right. Well, I'm glad we could give you a
Yeah,
hand.
I really appreciate it. You guys are the best.
All right. Anytime you need
Yeah.
it.
Well, we're here to bring you along for a wood pickup this evening. It is 8:30 at night, and we're over at Edward's job. I think Jill's getting some things ready. So this was a free load. Edward called us today, said come and get it, make it disappear. So 47 miles from the house. So looks like a nice big load, maybe a little more. And I'll take you over here and show you the building site. Looks like a pretty nice site, good gravel. And I'll show you Edward's machine he got this spring here. We were working over on another subdivision. I don't know if you remember it in our video. This is a brand new Cat 320 he bought this spring. So he's already done several homes with it. This is a the new 320. This is a brand new 2025 with both buckets and a thumb. So I thought I'd give you a quick view of that where we stopped in. And as you've seen in our opening earlier, we had some unfortunate circumstances moving the neighbor's little building. And of course, last week we had a neighbor lose a home across the street. So at least we got a chance to help them out, and everyone is all okay. And
Yes.
here's Miss Jill.
Well, it's only 6:30 in the evening.
8:30.
It's 8:30?
Yeah.
I think it's 6:30.
Oh, well,
It's only 6:30 in the evening.
finally getting some stuff done late this afternoon. Edward called, as I said before, and we had to pick up this load. It is a freebie, so.
Yeah, and we're going to get to work, get it home. Maybe we'll get a chance to show some footage of us unloading it. We'll get it loaded, probably let you see that we did get it loaded, and get it home.
Get it home. So like I said before, we're 47.5 miles from the house. So this is about the farthest we go. It's on the same road we get all of our wood from, just down the road farther. So
3 miles further.
So we'll get loaded up here, and maybe Joe can get a few shots. So I'm throwing some of these bigger wood on, and of course you can see we have power lines to work under, which is kind of rare. So stay with us.
Well, it looks like Jeff has some stuff ready to put on the trailer. Some processing wood and also some saw logs. I've already measured out 16 feet, so we know that that fits on our trailer just nicely. At least the saw log didn't go on first. That's a live spruce, which Jeff likes to saw. And there's another saw log. I like doing this big wood. It doesn't take very long to load up the trailer with this bigger logs. And Jeff will bring some logs over so I can measure out and kind of clean up some of this debris so we can get out of here before midnight. That's close to those power lines. Yikes. Well, we will get back with you as soon as we get our trailer loaded. Well, this looks chaotic, but it really is not. We have a method to our madness, but it looks pretty bad. By the time we get done, probably another 10 or 15 minutes, the trailer's almost loaded, and we're going to be out of here, at least for this load. He's getting it organized for me to go through and mark it at 16 inches, or 16 feet, excuse me, and make sure it can get on the trailer. Well, I just thought I'd let you know, or let you see that we did get it loaded. Some of it's kind of hollow, but that's all right. It all burns. We'll come back tomorrow and pick up the rest of this. That'll go in the 550. We have another job that we can incorporate some of that wood with this final load here, and clean up. We'll have to get a lot of this debris out of here.
Hi, everybody.
But oh, and there's Jeff. He's ready to leave, so I guess if I want to go home with them, I better jump in the truck. We'll see you soon.
Okay, we made it back home. It is 9:39. Joe was right, it was 6:30, not 8:30 when we were over there loading. 9:30 now. So let me show you Pinnacle Mountain. Got our load home, and we had some heavy rain while we were gone, just a short shower. It's quit raining. Not a bad load of wood for free. A couple hollow ones. We're gonna make it work. Jill's been processing and delivered 3 cords of dry wood today, a couple cord yesterday, and then we've been doing quite a bit of fresh cut. A load of logs yesterday and brought a load home. So let me show you your inventory here, getting a little bit low. Jill's been processing quite a bit of wood. We've brought a load, this is the load we brought home yesterday. Very nice wood to run through the machine. Nice straight sound wood, all birch. And that's all we have from this summer's haul so far. Probably 7 loads left. We had about 20. There's a woodhound coming right there, I think. Is that Isabel? There's a little woodhound. Probably looking for something to eat. She went with us today. So as we said earlier in the video, it didn't go as we planned today. Saturday we are going to spray foam the entire shop floor. So we'll have that on video for next week for you. And the owner of the company is going to explain a little bit about how that works. Some of you I'm sure know, but some of you may not. And for those containers, that spray foam is probably one of the only ways to go. It's a nice moisture barrier, works well. So we've used it before and like it, and he's going to be coming Saturday. Magnus, a new contractor, so we'll introduce you to him. So, well, Jill's back.
Yes.
You can see the top of King Mountain there, maybe in the back, a little cloud still on it. And we had another thing, we had a rainbow on the way home, beautiful rainbows, and unbelievable. There were 7 or 8 cars stopped and took pictures, and I said, haven't they seen a rainbow before? And Jill said, we rarely see them like that in Alaska, which I just never paid much attention, I guess, but beautiful big rainbows. So that was kind of nice to see on the way home. And so we keep the sawdust flying in the Alaska Woodyard, and we hope to see you guys soon.
Thanks for joining us.
And Isabel says goodbye.